Hello, my beautiful Libras. I'm still here in sunny Mazatlan, Mexico, although it's a little overcast today. It has been for, a couple days. Makes it really hot and muggy feeling. Very humid. The cards are sticky, but we can deal with it. I'm going to lay a few out here to get started. We're going to talk about you for a minute. And then we'll see what that person in your energy is all about, what they're feeling. But let's talk about you. Looks good. This looks very good. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Oh, these are beautiful cards to start out with for you. Looks like you want to, a lot of you now, you know these are general readings, can't possibly be for everyone. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else. This could be something that you've already gone through or something that you're going through now with the person that's been in your energy. A lot of you want a fresh new start. You just want to put your faith in the universe and spread your wings in a new, brighter direction. And if you do, these cards look very hopeful for you. You have a wish, and this is your wish fulfillment. It's like a dream coming true, something that you may have manifested. A lot of you feel that you have everything you need. You're only missing, oh, what was that? Air conditioner or something. You only need one more thing in your life, and that's true love. Maybe you feel that is what you've been without. And that's why you want to be the fool and take a leap of faith. And the way the cards are laid out here, it looks that's the most promising way to go for you. That's the way you will fulfill your wishes. That's the way you will find that 10th cup, the one that you've been missing. You're in your Empress energy. Empress in the upright. You have all the power, wisdom, and compassion of all the queens put together. You're warm, tender, loving, knowledgeable, a good mother. You love nature. And you have the integrity, if you didn't in the past, you have the integrity and the depth now to care for yourself. To make sure that you stay in your wonderful, warm energy. Oh my goodness. And the Two of Cups is right there. This is gorgeous. It looks like, very definitely in this reading, those of you who do take a leap of faith, you're going to have to leave a lot behind. You'll have to shed some baggage, some emotions, everything that's been holding you back, holding you down from a bright and new future. Like I say, once you take this leap of faith, spread your wings, fly, you may very well find the love that you've been after and fulfill your wishes. Because we just got the Two of Cups. That's a soulmate connection. And that's all this you as an Empress will accept now. Yeah. But in order to find that Two of Cups, a lot of you are going to have to free yourself from things, people, places, because this is a big step. and you're moving on. Some of you might have created some karma that was not so good for you. And that's what you need to move away from. You've had a karmic experience, all right. Now you need to raise up, arise, grasp your spirituality. Always keep it. Hold on to it. Because your spirituality is a lot of your salvation, Libra. Trust in it. That's going to guide you. Like when you take a leap of faith, you have to put your faith in the universe, your higher power. And your higher power, whatever you believe in as your higher power, will guide you and help you and assist you on your new journey. You see, many of you have been held back by a jealous, controlling individual, King of Wands in reverse. This person has a bad temper, some negative qualities. They can appear, though, as a very fun-loving, happy-go-lucky person, but they'll switch up on you in a minute. And that's what's been causing, this person has been what's causing you to not be able to fulfill your dreams. They're holding you back. They have a bad temper. You see, that's the King of Wands in reverse. Normally a well-balanced, fun-loving, honest, adventuresome type person. Charming, attractive. But in reverse, they can be deceitful, temperamental, spoiled, all those kind of things. Spiteful, conniving. This Empress that I'm talking about right now, they're not waiting anymore. They're dropping this load. They're not going to continue on. You are not continuing on, Empress or Emperor. You know, there's no gender in the readings. If you're a male, you can still be the queen, or, you can still be an emperor or empress. Gosh, getting tongue-tied. You know me. Oh, yeah. You know what happened is, a lot of you who were with it, who could possibly have been your soulmate, but they deceived you. They betrayed you over and over again. They put 10 swords in your back. That's the 10 of swords here. It's the most painful card in the deck, the way I read. But you can heal from it. You know, as long as you're not physically injured, you can heal from the 10 of swords emotionally. And when you do, you come out a stronger, better, and wiser person. Able to be more objective, watch the red flags, move on with your life, actually in a more powerful position than you were before you were betrayed. Because, you know, as I always say, and it's just not my saying, I didn't make it up, but pain is a teacher. Emotional pain, especially, is the teacher. If you make it through emotional pain, you become a wiser, more powerful individual. And that's what, you know, this 10 of swords is here right now. Like I say, this Empress isn't going to do it anymore. You've been carrying a burden. You've been carrying this relationship, and it's become a burden, and you're done with it, especially after you've been betrayed. You're after a true love, those of you still want to accept love into your life. I know after a big betrayal, a lot of people shut off completely. They say, oh, I'm never going to open my heart. I'm never going to fall in love again. My relationships, whatever I have, they're just going to be superficial. I just can't stand the pain. I don't want to go through it again. You won't have to go through it again. All you have to do, those of you who do want true love in your life, is be more cautious. Don't be so vulnerable. And this Ten of Swords will make you wiser. Okay? You've been breadcrumbed. You've been handed a line. You've been just given enough to keep you interested. This person kept you on the hook. A lot of you might have felt like there was no way out. This could be a marriage. For those of you who are married or contemplating a divorce or separation or whatever, this could be something that you've felt like you've just hung on to and the love has faded. But you can't get out of it because, or you can always get out of everything. But you're feeling that, you had a feeling that, you know, there was no escape, maybe, for some of you. Even though you were only given enough from your person to barely hang on. You're tired of hanging on. You're an empress. No one should be allowed to treat the empress in this manner. Your self-worth is very, very important to you, Libra. Don't ever forget your self-worth. Never give your energy over to somebody who doesn't deserve it. Just out of charity, or you're stuck, or whatever. If you want to take this leap of faith, you're going to have to break these chains. Not that there's a devil card here, but you've been breadcrumbed. You've been handed only so much. You've been strung along by this person who's prone to anger. Yeah, you've suffered through it. It's made you very anxious, very nervous. You've been able to, you know what you need to do, and it looks like, because this, whoops, dropped my cards. Let's see. These Mexican cards look a little different, so I have to take a closer peek sometimes. But this is an Eight of Swords in reverse. And this person has kept you anxious, nervous, maybe even frightened. You know what to do, though. You know how to break these loose bonds. It's just so emotional for you. But you're doing it. You're doing it because you found your self-worth. You're finding your self-worth. You know that in order to get this 10th cup, you're going to have to drop the load. You're going to have to give up this relationship. It's frightening for a lot of you. It's scary, yes it is. A lot of you don't have the money to live on your own. Maybe you're being supported by someone else. Maybe the person that you want to remove yourself from doesn't have enough financial capability to live on their side, or maybe you depend on their money. These days, if you want to move out, you know how much an apartment or something costs. If you've been sharing resources, you know, on one home, one rent, one mortgage payment, that mortgage payment needs to be made. It's hard to separate and pay rent somewhere else. 2 rents, you know what I'm saying. Stuck. You've been stuck. Now you need to get out of it. Your first card was the Fool card, which doesn't mean you're a fool. It means you're ready to take a leap of faith in a free, new direction, someplace where you can find your happiness. Put your trust in the universe. You do that, and the universe will guide you in the right direction. Okay, you've got your guard up. A lot of you have put your guard up already. The person that you're with realizes that you're making a change, and they're afraid of the action that you will make. And it looks like the action that you're going to make is you're going to drop the relationship. You could be very angry at this person. They could be looking at you like a real bee, and maybe that's just the stance that you have to take. Have to get really strong and decisive. It's not easy to leave someone that you feel was your soulmate. They're fearing this disconnection. All right. A lot of you are very creative. Whether you believe it or not, the person that you need to leave or want to leave does respect you. They think of you highly, but there may have been a third party involvement here. But you are a creative person, and that's what, you're well-rounded, and that's what the party that you're connected to, they really liked that about you. They looked up to you for the way you were, for your work. I think you work hard, Libra. This person knows it, and they're afraid of losing you, but they've treated you in a piss-poor manner. What you really want is true love in your life. Somebody that reciprocates back and forth, gives you as much as you give them. It's only fair. You're an empress or an emperor, and you deserve nothing but the best. And I think from now on, because you've suffered this Ten of Swords, you're not going to accept anything but the best. But it's coming. I see your Two of Cups coming because you deserve it. You deserve true love. You deserve a soulmate. Got to keep looking at my camera. I did a reading just before this for you. It was a good reading. My camera shut off. I'm speaking kind of loud because I don't know if you're hearing me as well as you do when I'm at home. There's a different ambiance in this room. Okay, that's what I thought. Remember I said you broke the chains, but there's no devil card here? Well, there is now. Right on top of the card that I told you that you were being strung along and breadcrumbed. There's been some codependency. The devil card is in reverse. That makes it not quite so bad. The way I read the devil card in reverse is that you realize these addictions. You realize that you may be addicted, codependent. You may have an addiction yourself. You may smoke, drink, or whatever that you need to, pay attention to that issue. But what I'm reading here is that there's some codependency. But you're very well aware of it. Since the devil card is in reverse, you have the knowledge and the ability to break these chains through your own awareness of what needs to be done. I'll tell you what, breaking this chain that you're attached to with this person, it's an unhealthy attachment. And you need to separate. You need to separate for your own health and sanity. I know a lot of you hate to hear that. A lot of you are suffering pain from a relationship that wasn't very beneficial for you. It may have gone south. But a like I said, this is probably a specific reading just for those Libras who it applies to. A lot of you have done a lot of soul searching. You've looked towards the past to try and figure out where you went wrong. Some of you are feeling guilty. Do not feel guilty. Whatever happened here, it was because of the King of Wands in reverse, or Queen of Wands in reverse. Same character. Only actually the Queen of Wands in reverse can be even more spiteful and gossipy and such. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel remorseful. But also, don't have a pity party for yourself. Break those bonds. Make it clear, especially since they put a 10 of Swords in your back. It's not your fault. You had to go through a karmic experience. Oh boy. You know what? I think you Libras really, a lot of you, really let this person know in a very angry, almost vicious way. Not all of you. Let me tell you, when a Libra gets their back up against the wall and they've had enough, you might be the kindest, most well-balanced person in the world. You don't like those scales to get out of whack. You want everybody to be happy, and you only want the best for everyone. But when you get pushed up against the wall, there is a snapping point. There is a breaking point, and Libras can be the most dangerous sign of all. It looks to me that you got there, and you gave it back just as good as you got. You put this person in fear. You threw them for a loop. Now they're seeing your worth, and they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose you. There's a codependency there. But those chains must be broke before you'll find your freedom, your happiness, your wish fulfillment, your full-blown Empress personality, energy. That's when you're going to get your Two of Cups. Your real Two of Cups. Not this phony baloney one over here. Not this charming individual who tells you what you want to hear and then they end up breadcrumbing you. And might even go towards another party, flirt around or mess around. They do respect you, though. They respect you highly. It's just that they don't have enough integrity or maturity, probably, to realize what it takes to have a great relationship. You're learning. Yeah. You've been very defensive. I think you sent this person packing. You'd had enough. You want to stand on your own. And that's what that Fool card's about up there too. Taking a leap of faith on your own. Oh, you might take your little dog with you or something. But it's going to be entirely your trip, Libra. Yep. On these cards, like I say, you stood your ground. And you may well have really hurt this person when you made your break. Okay. Let's see what the person in your energy now is feeling, doing, thinking. Okay. They want another chance. Boom, right off the bat. They don't want you to leave. They want another chance. But you know what? I have a feeling this person in your energy also has felt a little encaged, a little confined. And in reality, even though they want a second chance with you, they might not have what it takes, an offer of what it takes, or the ability to make this Empress happy. They're not happy. So even though they want a second chance, it may not really be what will fulfill their happiness. They're just hanging on to this chain over here. Yeah, the person is very stuck in their stubbornness. They're stubborn. It's like they want everything their way. They're not really able to show their feelings or compromise too much. And like I say, they're prone to anger. They may put on a front like they're, religious or spiritual or, just this really great person. And other people may like them. But in reality, underneath it all, they have issues. They're not at all who they appear to be in reality. They're stubborn. They may wear a mask out in society. A lot of people don't know the real individual that you're dealing with, the real person. Yeah, okay. This won't be for everybody. This is a strong card, but whether you know it or not, this person could very well be a player. Someone who messes around. Someone who came in and out of your life in a mature way, immature way. You never knew where they were, what they were doing. They kept secrets. They played around. But their relationships are kind of superficial. They never go deep. They do flirt. They do carry on. They like attention. Like I say, the relationships are not generally serious. So if that's how it was with you, I want you to know that this person wants a second chance. But that second chance looks like it's unhealthy for both of you. You're just going to get back in the same grind, back in the same loop. And that's painful. All right. This person right now, they're at a crossroads. The person that we're talking about, your person and your energy. They're at a big crossroads. They know that they have decisions to make. But they're not making them. They're just sitting there contemplating the circumstances. Could be painful for them. They also could be going through emotions that they're hiding and not showing to others. They're not revealing. They may be not taking any advice from anybody either. But they are at a crossroads in their life and they know it. I think they're afraid they're going to lose you because they were unreliable. You couldn't trust them. You felt that they couldn't show you the love that you needed. Yeah. They just can't come through. I think this person has made promises that they haven't been able to keep. They feel you moving away. They're also moving away from you, Libra. They just don't have the integrity. They're just not grounded enough. They may not have a good enough job to support you. They may not have, the qualities that you're looking for in a partner. And they're sitting there realizing that. They want a second chance, but they're wondering if they should move away from you just so that you can have your space. I don't think this person feels like they really deserve you. They may know that, you know, they have flighty qualities, kind of flaky. This is kind of a sad reading, really. You know, you've put up with a lot. Like I said, it was a karmic experience. Karmic experiences are to be moved through. That doesn't mean you have to leave somebody over it, but you have to learn through it, and you will. I don't see how anybody cannot learn their lesson after they've had 10 swords of betrayal thrust into their back. 10 swords of pain. Something that is carried on for quite some time. Yeah. The person in your energy is looking at the investment that's been made into this relationship. And they themselves are wondering, like I said, these are just confirmation cards they're pulling up. They themselves are wondering if it's time to quit, to give up. If you're both not happy, you're not getting anything out of the relationship anymore, they're even feeling that, or contemplating. They don't want you to leave. They want a second chance, but they're realizing that, like I say, this second chance, if you gave it to them, may not do any good. May just put you right back where you are, because I don't see in these cards that this person's willing to change. It's almost like it's my way or the highway with this person. They're set in the way of thinking. It could be religion. It could be, you know, it's something that they were brought up with. It's something that they were raised in. You know, a way of thinking. Okay. Keep watching my camera. I don't want it to cut out on me again. Oh, yeah. Your person is thinking of, if they make the wrong decision, it's going to break their heart. Whether you know it or not, this person is becoming very emotional over this. I think they've contemplated on it, you know. You may have given this person chances before, and it hasn't worked out. They know what's good for both of you, but they also are going to suffer a broken heart when this happens. Yeah, it's like a divorce, or you know, even if you weren't married to this person, you were very strongly connected to them, enough to make them, even if their emotions were hidden from you, and they were kind of here and there, this person's going to have a broken heart. They're going to feel a lot of emotional pain if they make the decision that they know they have to make. And that looks like moving on, moving away. They want to make you a new passionate offer. They really do. They want to change. It looks like they want to be the person that you want them to be, and they may come around and tell you that they're going to change, and that they really do love you, and if you can get back together, they'll try and be a better person. You can work together and all that. That's what they might come and say, but they're not going to change. They're not going to change. They're still going to, you know, be the Hierophant in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they know the love is gone. You don't love them anymore. Or that they think you don't love them anymore. And they're sad because of all the time that's been invested. It breaks their heart to see the relationship come to an end. But the love just isn't there. Not on your side anyway. You've made a stand, or you're going to make a stand. The person has a temper, and they know it. They know what's wrong with them. They know their faults, but they're not going to change. They're not going to really admit them to you. They might tell you that they love you and they want a second chance, but it doesn't. They also know that the love is spilled out. That cup of love is, that ace of cups that you once felt for each other, it's in reverse. All that love has been spilled out. The cup is empty now. The investment has gone south. I think they just, could never make up their mind. They could never be grounded. They juggle too much. If they were with another person, or spent too much time at work or whatever, and didn't pay you the attention that you need as an empress, you're a Libra. You got to have romance. You got to have love. You'll fade away. You will fade away. This person's going to tell you that they're going to pay more attention to you. That they're going to focus on, not being so unstable. They're going to tell you that they still have passion for you. And they want a new beginning, even though they know in their heart it's not healthy for either of you. They want you to drop your defenses. They kind of just want to, that they know they have to give up. They know that they have to quit being so defensive, quit arguing, or this relationship wouldn't have a chance anyway. You're over here, like I said, you're over here just like done with it. Karmic experience, you've learned, you've been damaged, you've been in a lot of pain. And over here I see that this person realizes their faults, but they're not changing. So what good does that do? They're just going to put you back in a loop. Unhealthy situation. Yeah. This person is procrastinating. They have kind of they're nervous. And they can get into a real nervous energy. And it can drive you crazy. They tend to not be responsible as they need to be. They shirk responsibilities. Leave it for another day type of thing. And in doing that, it's coming back to bite them in the butt. The longer they procrastinate, the longer that they stay in this Two of Swords, in contemplation, thinking, wondering, the worse it's going to be. In other words, this person, to even have a chance with you, is going to have to either, shit or get off the pot. I don't know if YouTube's going to like that, but it's not that bad of an expression, I don't think. It's the best way I could say it. They got to stop procrastinating. They'd have to really face their responsibilities, take charge. I'm not getting I don't know if you're going to go back to him or not. Maybe some of you are going to give him a second chance. I think you've already given them chances before. And that's why you're so defensive now. Like I say, I think you've already, if not physically, mentally, emotionally, you've already sent this person out of your life. You're pushing this person's energy out of your life so that you can take this new leap of faith. Okay. I think I'm going to end it there. It's a sad situation. There's been a lot of time invested into it, but this person just could never get real, get adjusted to the way that it takes to have a well-bonded, reciprocal relationship, and it doesn't look like they're going to change any too soon, and that is just not good enough for the Empress. You're going to fulfill this Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment, which is right next to you, with a new love, a better love, a soulmate, somebody that can reciprocate their love for you. And I think a lot of you know in your heart, the only way that you're going to be able to find that is with the stance that you are taking. That's it, Libras. I'm going to take about a 5-mile walk. Haven't eaten breakfast or nothing. I'm going to go out and hunt down some food. There's plenty of it here. There's a restaurant every other, station. And it's fun to wander around and eat. Of course, the old Swede likes margaritas. Not enough to get hung over. I don't go there. I know my limits. But I love you. And thanks for staying tuned. I'll be home soon. I'll be back in the bungalow. Until then, peace and love to you.